Hello my friends, welcome back to not so daily but kind of daily vlogs for the month of April. I took my couple days off. Today is Wednesday, April 4th. It is 2 p.m. and I needed Monday and Tuesday after Easter, and you guys followed me along all of Easter week, and so you know I was exhausted. But I took my break. Break is good, break is done. And all is hunky-dory now, and I'm getting back to business. So today, instead of an actual daily vlog, I am just going to sit here and I'm going to chat at you because I promised you guys a weigh-in, a post-Easter weigh-in. So that is what you're going to get today, and a little bit about the plan for April, which most of you already know. But first, I gotta refuel. This is my second cup of coffee today. Yes, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it is the appropriate time to refuel, right? I had to get up and go to physical therapy this morning and slept for crap last night. For those of you wondering, my husband is still home, and that was precisely why. Twice last night, as soon as I was in that zone of just about asleep, he talks to me and wakes me up. I was like, dude, come on, I'm trying to fall asleep here. Got stuff to do, places to go, people to talk to. So anyway, I was at physical therapy, doing all that jazz, ran some errands. I went to the library today. Guys, I might throw this in as a little added bonus. I picked up a couple books at the library. It is so easy nowadays to be like, oh, Amazon Kindle, instantly get the books that I want, blah, 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 blah. But you still have to pay for those books. I live down the street from a library, and I decided to walk in and go to the library today, and I was looking for books that apparently weren't there. But I wanted to go to like my favorite genre of book, if you will, is like the self-help book, like happiness books. I love the books by Cara Alwill-Leyba of the Champagne Diet. I love the Happiness Project, Gretchen Rubin, Brene Brown, things like that, you know, like those inspirational, uplifting books. And I found 4 that I checked out for the next month for free. I just saved myself like $50+ on buying books. Seriously. Here, this is your little added bonus segment for this video. So I picked up 4 books, right? I picked up Ula, Find Balance in an Unbalanced World for Women. And Ula, I don't actually remember what it stands for. I watched a video on Ula once, but I know of Ula and like the concept and the brand. I don't know if Ula's a brand or not. But they work with Young Living essential oils, and they have like 7 Ula oils, and I have the fitness one, actually, believe it or not. And but the concept behind Ula is balance, and then there's the whole essential oil side of it, whatever. And this is a book geared towards women, and I always was like, oh, the Ula thing sounds pretty cool, but I'm not gonna buy the book. Well, as I was scrolling through the bookshelves, I saw it, and I was like, wow, this solves that problem, doesn't it? So I grabbed the Ula book. It is by Dave Braun and Troy Amdahl. I don't know if you can even see that. So I picked that up. This is also to help me with my goal of reading 25 books this year. I'm on 4.5 and it's April. And one of them is an audiobook. Then I picked up May Cause Miracles. Why did I think this was called May Cause Happiness? The whole time I was like, oh, May Cause Happiness, okay. May Cause Miracles by Gabrielle Bernstein. She has several books out that all have very interesting titles. And this, again, was sitting on the shelf, and as I'm reading things, I saw Gabrielle Bernstein. I was like, oh, grabbed this. Saved me another ebook I don't have to purchase. And then this, I actually was very interested in reading and forgot I was interested in it. This is called The 4 Tendencies by Gretchen Rubin, and Gretchen Rubin is the woman who wrote The Happiness Project, I believe. She's not and Big Magic. She did Big Magic, which is a very popular book. The indispensable personality profiles that reveal how to make your life better and other people's lives too. So basically there are several personality profiles and everybody falls into one. And then she talks about the personality profiles and how to get things to balance or do something for you. I don't know. I took her test online but then didn't do anything with it because I didn't want to buy the book. Now I don't have to. And this book is actually a book I've read before, and I loved it so much that I checked it out so I could read it again because I remember it was very impactful, but it was on an app of mine that I'm no longer subscribed to, so I don't have access to the book anymore, and it's called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, and this book was incredible. Incredible. It says, turning simple disciplines into massive success and happiness, and I just remember reading this entire book, and it doesn't matter if you're a business owner, a worker, a career person, a home person, like this book was epic. And I just remember feeling so empowered and so inspired by the book, and it's been a couple years since I've read it, so I decided to pick it up and read it again for re-inspiration. So there you go, 4 books that I checked out from the library this afternoon. I'll have them linked down below if you are somebody who would rather look for them on Amazon, and I don't know if any of them are on Amazon Unlimited. I have a subscription to that and I keep forgetting to look for books on there, except the Harry Potter books, which are on Amazon Unlimited, which is like you pay a flat fee and then you can rent as many books as you want from the Amazon Unlimited library. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to weight loss. If you guys follow me on Instagram, and if not, you should be, or you read my blog, you already know what I'm going to say. And that's all right, because there's a group of you that are just on YouTube and you need to hear it too. As you know, I gave up weighing myself for Lent, meaning from Ash Wednesday, which was on Valentine's Day, up until April 1st, I didn't step on the scale. Instead, I wanted to focus on everything about the weight loss journey but the scale. Focus on the foods I was eating, focus more on being on track regardless of what the number on the scale said. Because, you know, there are many weeks that most of us have experienced perfect weeks and the scale has still gone up for whatever reason. I took the element of the number out of the equation, hoping that 7 weeks, so Lent is 40 days, not including Sundays, so it was 47 weeks, so, or 47 days, which is almost 7 weeks. It's 2 days shy of 7 weeks. And I decided to not weigh myself and just focus on everything else. Focus on exercise, focus on the good nutritious foods, focus on really truly embracing the Weight Watchers Freestyle program and working with it and hoping to get on the scale on Easter and see that my efforts had paid off. That was the goal. That was the goal. So throughout the Lenten season, I did just that. I actually had a really, I don't want to say perfect because perfect is too definitive a word, but I did a really nice job of staying on track while I was in, all throughout Lent. And I enjoyed things. I had Lou Malnati's pizza. Eric and I went out a couple of times, but I tracked it all. I tracked everything that went into my mouth, even on the roughest of days. And I just had a rougher day on Friday. I tracked everything. I went over my dailies sometimes. I never went over my weeklies. I never ran out of points in my budget that entire 7 weeks. So I got on the scale on Easter morning and I was down. I did lose weight. I lost 2.5 pounds, or 2.7 to be specific. 2.7 pounds in 7 weeks. So needless to say, I was a little bit frustrated. Now, don't get me wrong, I was rejoicing in the fact that I did, in fact, lose weight and not gain, and I was this close to a new weight decade. This close. We're talking 0.6 close. I weighed in at 160.6. And I was like, really? 7 weeks and you couldn't have just given me the 159? Like, really? Because that, even if that was only a couple pounds or a couple ounces more, like just over half a pound more, if it would have said like 159.9, I would have felt like I really accomplished something in those 7 weeks, even though it would still have only been like 3.5 pounds. But that's neither here nor there. So that happened and it really got me thinking. And another thing that got me thinking was they were, like I've mentioned in the last couple of vlogs I did, several people on Instagram are opting to change plans. And what I mean by that is there is the Weight Watchers Freestyle plan, which was introduced in December, right? Which used smart points, which were already in effect, and changed that plan to add some more healthy 0 smart point foods. And then I went on a whole rant during Lent about, and the rant being, I posted a video that you guys loved, and a majority of you are here because of that video, about how 0 point foods does not mean 0 calorie foods, and the reason you're not losing weight on Weight Watchers Freestyle. Well, given that my average was less than half a pound, or less than a quarter of a pound in a week in loss, I wasn't really losing on Freestyle either, even though I was following the plan to a T, which was so frustrating. But it is exactly, like, my body is doing exactly what I'm preaching. But the problem, and I was talking to my husband about this last night, And he's like, well, maybe you're doing exactly what you were talking about and eating too many of the 0 point foods. And I was like, no, because I measured my 0 point foods. No more than 2 eggs, 1 banana a day. Anytime I had meat, chicken, I would measure out a 3 to 5 ounce portion. I still measured my deli meat. Like every 0 point food I ate, I did not just eat because I could. I weighed out or measured out like half a cup of corn or half a cup of black beans. Like I meticulously still measured my 0 point foods because I wanted to avoid this exact situation, and it happened anyway. So again, I lost 2.7 pounds, but that's 7 weeks. And I was like, oh, at the rate I'm going, the fact that I want to lose like somewhere between 10 and 20 more pounds could take me until 2020 to finish it at this rate. And I said that this year was going to be my year. So between that and the people talking about switching plans, so we have Freestyle, then we have Smart Points, which flipped the points values on its head to begin with by buckling down on sugar. The plan before that was the Beyond the Scale plan, or there were a couple plans that involved Points Plus. And Points Plus is where you calculate your points values using fat, carbs, fiber, and protein. Sugar was not an element. Other than the fact that sugar is added to the carbohydrate value, but sugar was not its own tracked entity. And fiber, which is no longer tracked in Smart Points, was a very important entity to the weight loss equation. And after seeing all these people be like, I needed to switch either back to Smart Points before Freestyle or to different plans just to kickstart my body again, I finally decided that I was going to bite the bullet and do the same thing. So as of April 2nd, which was Monday, I said farewell to Freestyle and I started tracking in Points Plus. And I'm just going to tell you as a spoiler alert for Friday's weigh-in video, I may or may not have made my new decade already. This is day 3, 2 days in, and I've dropped enough to be in my new weight decade. I'm just throwing that out there. Points Plus is the plan that I lost all of my weight on. I know I'm losing weight again, but when I hit goal the first time I lost 57 pounds, all on Points Plus, in about a year and a half. And the fact that I looked back at my tracker just today, my weight tracker just today, because I saw the 159 on the scale, and I was like, I wonder how long it has been since I've seen that weight on the scale. And the answer was almost exactly 3 years ago. It was like, it'll be 3 years ago next week. That was the last time I was in the 50s. And that's mind-boggling to me. Mind-boggling. But you want to know what the big thing, like, other than the fact I let myself go and I let myself gain the weight back, that's on me. But the fact that I have been trying to diligently track and do Weight Watchers since Smart Points came back and have only lost a little bit, like 10 pounds. I think I calculated it was 10 pounds in 2 years. And I had lost almost 60 in a year and a half on Points Plus. And what I'm learning in my experiment is that the elements that Freestyle is not taking into account, like when you're counting macros, you learn that each macronutrient has a set number of calories. Protein, I think, is 4 calories per gram of protein. And carbs is the same, and fat is like 9 calories per gram. I could be wrong, but you get what I'm saying. So what the Points Plus calculation is taking into consideration is, oh, this is protein, but it's still calories, so it still has points values. I had a sandwich today that was 2 pieces of bread for 2 Points Plus and 3 ounces of turkey, which is now 0, for 2 Points Plus. Like, I actually have to sit there and weigh my options for what do I want. And so as my sides with my sandwich this afternoon for lunch, I had carrots and hummus and a big old pickle because I decided I wanted to save some points for a sweet treat later. Now I got to have a little mini Reese's egg for 2 points instead of the 4 that it would have been on Smart Points. So there's a lot of give and take between the 2 plans, but it really got me thinking again into the choices that I made before that helped me be successful. Does that make sense? All of this rambling is to say I am saying farewell to Freestyle for the month of April. I have decided that I'm going to track with the goal of tracking in Points Plus. However, I am still tracking my Smart Points values because I want to directly compare the plans. So, and people on Instagram are blowing up about this. Like, they're loving it. So if you want some up-to-date, like, nightly updates on my tracking, go follow me on Instagram, because I've been telling people final thing. And one night, the first night I did it, I had a perfect 26 points plus day, which is how many I get in a day. And that caused me to be over by, I think, 12 Smart Points. Like, I was negative 12 Smart Points for the day for the same food, same measurements, same tracking of points plus values. And that's the plan. I don't know how, but that's the plan I lost the weight on. The one that puts me in the negative on Smart Points. I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, I kind of understand, but like, my body is like, what? And I feel great about the decision to switch. I really, really do. Because I feel like in my experience with Freestyle, this is my hypothesis, and I've said this on my blog post already. My hypothesis is this: Weight Watchers Freestyle for my body is going to be the perfect weight maintenance plan. If I follow Freestyle, I will not necessarily lose much, if any, but I won't gain. You know what I'm saying? So it is the perfect eating plan to establish a healthy, lifelong lifestyle that involves maintaining your weight. For me, I don't want to be maintaining right now. I want to be losing. Therefore, I need to switch back to a plan that caused my body to lose. Smart Points, I did okay, but Points Plus, I nailed. I know I nailed it, and there are resources out there that allow me to follow the Points Plus plan. I will be doing an entire video on how I am following Points Plus. But just so you guys know, because I know I'm going to get asked questions, I will have a link to the app down below called iTrackBites. It is a free app. I am not using the paid pro version. And I also am using the Ultimate Food Diary tracker thing. I think that's what it's called. I will have that linked down below for you as well. Because it has some, I do all my tracking and scanning in the iTrackBites app. But you have to pay in the iTrackBites app for things like the restaurant guide. And in the other app, they already give you access to the restaurant guide. Now, I might have paid for that app. I might have paid $4 or $5 for that app originally, which might be why I have a restaurant guide. I don't know, but those are the two apps that I'm using, but I will give you full details and an entire video on it. If you're interested, let me know if you guys are interested in getting the lowdown on how I'm doing Points Plus in a Smart Points world right now. I would be happy to put that together for you. But bottom line is, for the month of April, I'm going to be doing Points Plus and tracking all of my Points Plus foods in my Smart Points regular Weight Watchers tracker, Weight Watchers Freestyle, to compare the plans. And at the end of the month, I will have a thorough review and comparison video for you. Now, like I said, my hypothesis is I will lose on Points Plus and I can maintain on Freestyle, which means that after April, I will probably still be doing the Points Plus plan until I get back to goal. And then I will switch back to Freestyle. That's my guess. The scale could prove me wrong, but given that I'm only on day 3 and I've already lost some weight, I doubt it. So that is all that I'm going to have as a video today, because it's plenty long and it's giving you the information. So to summarize, my Lenten after Lent no scale weigh-in was down 2.7 pounds. I lost weight, but I didn't lose a significant amount. Like, I feel like I should have lost at least 5 pounds, and I was like, Ugh. So as a result, I'm switching plans in April and going back to Points Plus. And that's the update. I'm so looking forward to seeing what the next month brings in terms of changing my eating habits and my body and the number on the scale. And I'm really excited. I'm pumped up. I feel like I have a true fresh start. Some of the groceries I bought yesterday are things I haven't had in my house in ages. Like Easter candy. Guys, on Points Plus, my Cadbury cream eggs only cost me 4 points instead of 8. Oh, hallelujah. I have Peeps that I poked holes in because I like my Peeps stale. Is that weird? Do you like Peeps stale? Let me know. That's like 3 points for the entire pack of 5 instead of like 7 or 8 points. I can't even remember how many points Peeps are. Or the Fiber One bars. The little like Fiber One brownie bar things. 2 points instead of 4 points on Smart Points. Like, things that I haven't bought in forever because the points values went up so drastically when we switched to Smart Points are back in my house, and I am so happy about it. So happy about it. It's taking an adjustment to do things like pay for meat again and have things that were only 0 or 1 point now be 2 or 3. But the shift is the exact opposite for things that I like sweet food and whatnot. Anyway, you'll hear more about this because I'm almost daily vlogging. So you'll get to see a little inside look into everything I'm doing on the plan all month long. But I wanted to have a sit down video here that just tells you what's up, gives you my results, because there have been people that have been asking me, being like, hey, did I miss your weigh-in? Nope, here it is. So now you know, you've been informed of my plan, and that's all I have to say about that. So I'm going to sign off for the day, and tomorrow, Thursday, I will return to daily vlogs as they are normally formatted. So thank you guys for taking the time to watch. Take care, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!